Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back, another YgoPro duel video, one of the new cards coming out, a new pot, of greed, well, with a big downside, you know, pot of cupidity, people are already calling it pot of stupidity, because of its heavy restriction, you know, when you activate the cards, you can only activate one pot of cupidity, once per turn. And when you activate the card, you have to banish the top 10 cards of your deck first and then draw 2 cards. A few people are hyping up this card, but this huge cost makes the cards very hard to play. In pretty much every current top tier deck, Draco, Pals, Cosmos can't really run this card. Very important is that you have to banish the cards face down, so you can't abuse this with something like Cosmos to banish the, or at least to special summon the banished ships again. So you have to banish them face down. Only Omega, from the top of my head, can make this card somewhat useful, getting back those face down banished Mizukis, for example. But other than that, I don't see this deck, I don't see this card too good in the current top tier decks. Because they are heavily combo based, something like, what is it called, Yosenzu might run this card, since they don't play a lot of combo oriented cards, but so yeah, banishing your key cards won't hurt that deck too much, but otherwise I wouldn't really recommend running this card in other decks. Maybe some form of anti-meta deck maybe, but other than that, this kind of deck is not something too top tier, it's more a gimmicky deck. I'll show a few duels. The point of the deck here is you play all those spells, all those draw cards, and thanks to left arm offering you can search a spell you need most of the time. It will be your, what's it called, pot of, your pots itself, of course, to banish the top 10 cards, draw 2 cards, to fuel your banished pile, and eventually, thanks to Horse Prince, you can special summon your Gren, Maju, Eiza. You know, a very old card from, I believe, Invasion of Chaos? Yeah, one of the first sets here from the game back in 2004, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So go for Stardust Charge Warrior, draw a card that instantly makes your level 1 Jet Synchron in the Grave Life, discard the new drawn card. Yeah, eventually go for the second level 6 synchro play. So basically you only need 2 level 5s on your side of the field, not that hard, and your Jet Synchron. But of course this is not something too top tier. Horse Prince special summons your Grand Maju Eiza from the deck, and thanks to pot of cupidity it will get that huge attack boost depending on how many cards you have banished. I believe it gets 400 attack for every card that's banished, right? But yeah, again, this is not something too top tier. Feel free to try it out. It's gimmicky to make changes. It's not something top tier. So I think, yeah, of course you don't want to start with this deck. Triple Twin Twister main deck because of the back rows. Solemn Strike hurts this deck. And eventually go for Tuning. Tuning searches out your Jet Synchron. Go for the first turn, or obviously I go for the first synchro play. And eventually you have 2 level 6 monsters on your side of the field, so you can make the appropriate exceed. For example, Messer 7 to bounce back one of your opponent's cards to make this, yeah, it's hard to OTK with this deck. I mean, your opponent can't really have any monsters, since it's very close to dealing 8k damage with both attacks, so with both your Exceed monster and your Grand Maju Eiza, which most of the time is around like 5k, so you need your Exceed, yeah, your Exceed going through as well, and you can't really do anything, so scooping up it, entering the scoop phase. Right, next game, just to showcase the example. Again, you don't want to start with the deck. The opponent goes for double Force Fix play, 2 monsters in defense, so that's kind of good already for, what is it they call that, Frozen Lady? I believe it's a rank 6 Exceed monster, if I'm not mistaken. 2 table of contents, thinning the deck, and searching one of your Cyber Dragons, 2 Cyber Dragon, and Tuning searches out your Jet Synchron. Triple Twin Twister in the main deck provides those back row removal. Go for Stardust Charge Warrior, draw a card to make your Jet Synchron live. Same with left arm offering. You need 2 other cards next to left arm offering in your hand, and yeah, kind of cute. Left arm offering searches out every spell you want, either instant fusion to get another level 5, maybe Tuning to search out your Jet Synchron, but most of the time you'll be searching out your pot of cupidity to banish those cards, draw 2 cards, and go from there. The Quantum Engine is gimmicky, but yeah, the deck as a whole is gimmicky. Feel free to try it out, to test it out. It's something fun. But as a conclusion for Pot of Cupidity, don't really like the card too much. There might be an archetype coming out or cards coming out that boosts, or at least that might make your pot of Cupidity a staple, but yeah, I don't really think this will be the case. But other than that, decks that aren't really relying on combos, combo cards, combinations, this card might be good to get those 2 draws, but other than that, yeah, the card is not too overpowered. Guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.